What is going on, everybody? Welcome back today. Finally, I know there's been a bit of a gap to the FIFA 17 Manchester City career mode. Today's episode number 12. I do apologise, like I say, that there's been a bit of a gap, but we're back in the career mode today. Again, if you do enjoy this video, still loving this series, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on the video. That's always massively appreciated. And don't forget as well, subscribe if you're new to the channel. That means the world to me. And we're going to once again need a lot of comments and feedback in this episode because we're about to go into January. Well, we're going to January actually in the next episode, and I want to know what striker, if a striker at all, we need to be bringing in to help strengthen our depth really as far as the squad goes. Now, we've got 3 games for you as always in today's episode. We're going to be playing 2 and simming 1. I'll show you those first. We've got Arsenal. It's a pretty big episode actually. We've got Arsenal first in the league. We've got Hull in the middle, which is the game we're going to simulate. And then we've got Liverpool as well in the league. So Arsenal and Liverpool, 2 very, very tough teams. Today could be a tough episode. But transfer-wise, as you may have just seen, actually, I'll go back to the calendar and I'll show you. After these 3 games in today's episode, we will then be heading into January in episode 13, which will be the next episode after this, obviously. And we've already decided that Hector Bellerin and Jose Gaya are the 2 wing-backs that we feel that we need to bring in to help strengthen the team. But the next position I mentioned was, do we need a 3rd striker? Someone that's not going to prevent Iheanacho from starting, but someone that can be a big backup player. Someone that, if we do get a major injury to Aguero or Iheanacho, can come in and do a job. And you guys, the comments are basically filled with former Man City players that you wanted to see come back now. Edin Dzeko was suggested by a couple of people. Balotelli was suggested by like 5 or 6 of you, I think. He was by far the most common suggestion. Carlos Tevez was mentioned by one person. I mentioned him as well. Stefan Jovetic and then Oscar Cardozo. There was a couple of other players like Jamie Vardy, but I think he'll be too expensive. Carlos Bacca, again, a bit too out the price range really for the player that we're looking for. But I do think probably Tevez, Balotelli, Dzeko, maybe not Jovetic, I don't yet know yet because we've not skirted him, could potentially be brought back. Now, what I want you to do is, if you want to see one of these players being bought in, go to the straw poll that will be in the description down below. There'll be an option to vote on any of those players, or if you don't want us to bring in a striker, because we mustn't forget we have got the likes of Sterling that can play up front as well, and some of you were saying, don't bring in another striker, you don't need it. So that's also an option on the vote. So go to there, make sure to get your vote in and let me know what you want to see, whether it's Balotelli, Dzeko, Cardozo, Tevez, or not a striker at all. They're the 5 options that I think are going to be on there. So get your votes in and then make sure you do vote and let me know in the comment section as well, because that will be taken action. That whatever you vote for will be taken into action in the next episode. So there won't be another video between this. I'll be taking information straight from that straw poll and putting it into practice straight away, basically. But that's enough from me on for the start of the episode. Like I said, we've got 3 pretty big games in today's episode. We're doing very well at the moment, as you can see, top of the league by 6 points. Hopefully we can extend that even more. Liverpool will be a big game. They're currently sitting in 4th place with a game in hand, as well. So hopefully we can knock them down a peg or 2 and extend our lead even more. But first and foremost, Arsenal at home. Let's get into it. So this is the lineup that we're going with for the Arsenal game, lads. This is probably our strongest 11, with the exception of Zabaleta being in there in place of Mafia at the moment. We've got Bravo in between the sticks, Angelino, Company, Stones and Zabaleta making up the defence. We've got Gundogan in the midfield, who's really mad that Spotty Zone have actually dropped David Silva for this game to bring in Tony Cruz, with Kevin De Bruyne also in the midfield. And then we've got Leroy Sané, Aguero and Sterling in that front 3 that is so deadly. There's a few players in there that are a bit low on fitness, but it's a big game. I want to get the game won and then we'll perhaps think about subbing them off if we have that luxury. But that's the team we're going with. Let's jump into the game. Here we are, lads. We're at the Etihad Stadium for the first time in a long while, actually. We're playing in the daytime. It looks like just a regular Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. The last few games at the Etihad, have of course been night games. We're going to have a quick look at the Arsenal lineup, see if they've brought anyone in. There's the league table. Arsenal currently sitting in 6th place. They're kind of up there, but they're quite a bit behind us at the moment, so they really need to not lose this game if they've got any hopes, really, of winning the title, because otherwise that could be slipping away from them already. So here comes the Arsenal team, lads. Have they signed anyone? It's not really looking... Oh, they've got Toprak in the midfield. There's Bellerin, who, of course, we want to sign ourselves. But I didn't really get a proper chance to look at that. But Toprak was definitely a new signing. But either way, Sanchez is on the pitch. They've got dangerous players. We need to make sure that we get this win. We've been very solid of late. I think we've got 9 wins in all competitions in a row. Let's make it 10, lads. Look at the overlap we got straight away here. Great movement by Angelino. Whip it in there. Sane! Oh, just off the line as well. Come on, keep on going. Keep on going. Can we go all the way around? Can we get it in there still? We can. It's not a bad ball either. It's a good chance. 2 of our best chances have both been headers. We've got Sterling down the bottom, first time fake shot. Oh, I tell you what, he's absolutely solid the defending out. It's Raheem Sterling. It's a good save by Czech again. He's been keeping Arsenal in the game. It's been a close match so far, but Raheem Sterling there coming close, and Czech's made 2 or 3 really good saves now. So we've just got to half-time, lads, and it's been a very close game. We've dominated some patches, Arsenal have dominated other patches, and I feel like we've looked a lot more dangerous when we've had the patches, if that makes sense. I feel like I said patches a lot there, but yeah, when we've had the ball, we've looked very, very dangerous, and if it wasn't for Petr Cech making 2 or 3 really decent saves, we would definitely be up at this point. You can see one in the background, right as I speak there, from Sterling. We could be ahead, we're not. We need to keep on going, and if we keep on playing like we have been, I do think we're going to win this game. Get rid of that. Played. Oh, it's fell nicely. It's fell nicely. Get rid. Get rid. We didn't get rid, and with Arsenal's first shot on target, they've taken the lead. That is very frustrating. Danny Welbeck. It's the first shot on target, like I've already mentioned. We just didn't manage to clear it. We won the initial header, but then we needed to do better than we did, really. We got the end of the cross, like saying, gave it straight to Welbeck. Smashes it very sweetly on the volley. And now we've got some work to do. 1-0 down. We have been the better team here. Let's not throw away our winning streak here. Come on. Need to be careful. Need to be careful. Stop the cross. We've not stopped it. No. Oh, my God. It's 2-0 to Arsenal. We're just about to make some substitutions, and this game looks like it's got away from us. It's Aaron Ramsey this time, and Arsenal have had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals. It looks like it could literally just be one of those games, if you know what I mean. But again, it's coming from that same side. Again, we deal with the initial ball, and again, it just doesn't get dealt with properly. We got there, but this time it's fell to Ramsey and not Welbeck. It's 2 very, very similar goals, and that is just simply put not good enough. We're going to have to put some work in to get anything out of this game now, lads. Angelino finds De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. Got men on the edge. Spin away. Every time we got into that position to keep on fouling us, we got a free kick in a great area, but we've just not managed to put one in yet. Tony Cruz is standing over it. If we were to get anything from this game, we need to do something pretty soon. It's Tony Cruz, and he's in the top bins, lads. He's smashed it in. That's one back. Pick up that ball, Tony Cruz. We've got 15 minutes left. Well, 12 minutes plus stoppages to get ourselves out of this hole that we're in. And Tony Cruz has taken a big step towards it. It's a great free kick. Top bins. Petr Cech finally beaten. Come on, lads. There it is, lads. It's full time. Really, really disappointing defeat. We've lost 2-1 at home to Arsenal. That ends up a fantastic run that we've been on. Like I say, very, very disappointing. But I don't think you can fault the performance too much. I think we actually outplayed them in every stat apart from the scoreline. Maybe they had a shot more. Maybe the shots were quite close, but they didn't have many on target. They've actually had 10 shots, 4 on target. I didn't think they'd had 4 on target. I thought they'd only had their goals, to be honest. But we've only had 7 shots, 4 on target. The boss possession as you'd expect them to, but I just think we've come away being a bit unlucky there. Petr Cech's made some magnificent saves, and I don't recall Bravo making a save, really, at any point in that game. That's why I'm surprised they've had 4 shots on target, but never mind, we're going to have to brush that one under the carpet now, pick ourselves up and make sure we don't make it 2 defeats in a row against Hull City. I also need to point out, lads, there's a couple of news articles that we had just, I forgot to mention these earlier. There's one from the board saying we're not on track for the youth squad development. I have actually, someone commented about this, I have actually sent the scouts out there, but they've not really got back with a good enough player yet. So when they do that, I will sign that player up, and I will show you that player, of course, as well. The other news is that we've got the risk of losing 5 players. Truth be told, the only one I'm really bothered about there is Fernandinho. I think the rest of, and Zabaleta actually as well, Zabaleta and Fernandinho, the rest of them I'm going to try and use as leverage in the January transfer window, and hopefully we can get them out that way, or at least get some money in for them, because I'm going to transfer list them as well. So lads, we did offer Fernandinho and Zabaleta the contracts. Good news is Fernandinho accepted. We have got him down as an important first team player, which he does play a big role in our team, especially off the bench. Second one is Zabaleta, who declined because he wants to know the role of his contract. Now, this is difficult because he's not going to be a first team player for us, and I was trying to get him in without really telling him what he was going to be, to try and help him accept it, if that makes sense. We're going to offer him the wage he wants. We're going to give him what he wants, which is 1 year. Truth of the matter is, he's only going to be squad rotation now, so if he doesn't accept that, then we might end up having to let him go, even though he's a City legend, I'm afraid. Oh, fantastic news, lads. We offered Zabaleta that contract as a squad rotation player, and he's accepted it. He knows he's getting on in the years now, knows he's not going to be a first team player anymore, but that's fantastic to see that he has accepted that offer, because I didn't want him to go. I know you guys didn't want him to go as well, so that's fantastic news. And that's on the day as well of the whole game, which we are going to simulate. It is in the Premier League, we are aware, but it's still a game that we should be winning. I would play this game, but we like to say it's difficult with the camera length time to get 3 games in. It's difficult to get 2 games in, never mind 3. But we're going to see how this pans out. 11 minutes in, nothing much has happened yet. Angelino's been booked, but other than that, nothing really to report about as we approach the half-an-hour mark. Got our first teammate, as you would expect. We've got Liverpool next. We've taken the lead. Get in there. Leroy Sané, just before half-time, puts us into the lead, which is fantastic to see. Huddle made a couple of changes, but nothing... in fact, we brought on Iheanacho for Aguero now. Only 15 minutes to go. Still only 1-0. Bit of squeaky bum time at the moment as we approach the 90th minute. But we do come away with the 1-0 win, which is absolutely fantastic. Here we go then, lads. We are now at the final game of today's episode. We're playing Liverpool away from home. Never an easy fixture, and we're playing it on the last day of the year, 31st of December 2016. We'll be going into the January transfer market after this one, but that will be saved, of course, for the next episode. You can see the league table in the bottom right. Everton still in second. Liverpool have actually dropped off a bit, all the way to 6th, so they're on a bit of a barren run at the moment. Hopefully, we can capitalise on that. We're going to be playing exactly the same team as we played in the whole game, and the same team that we played in the game prior to that as well against Arsenal. The team that lost that game, of course, we bounced back against Hull. Hopefully, we can take all 3 points from Liverpool at Anfield. Here we are then, lads. We're at Anfield for the final game of today's episode. It's a night game. We seem to play so many games at night. It's unbelievable. But not going to be an easy fixture. Liverpool, of course, were riding very high in the league. Although, as I mentioned just before this game, they do seem to have dropped off a bit. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. Lucas Leiva leading them out as the captain. I'd say our team is in a much better shape than theirs. Hopefully we can take advantage of that and pick up all 3 points. Get that out, get that out. Oh my God, he was free at the back stick and we're 1-0 down again. We have not had a great episode as far as defending goes. I don't know who that is for Liverpool, if I'm being completely honest, but he arrived in the middle of the box completely unmarked. It's that same side where we seem to always concede, but where the defence is there, I have no idea. Absolutely terrible defending, from the not stopping the cross in the first place to not picking up the man as well. That is absolutely shocking. And it is in fact Jagoev, a player that I've obviously signed on this game in the summer, who's scored for them and put them 1-0 up. God damn it. Tell you what, it's a great ball to get in behind Angelino there. And it's always on this wing that we seem to find ourselves in trouble. Oh my... You've got to be kidding me. It's 2-0. And it's that same wing again. I cannot wait till Gaia comes in this next transfer window, because Angelino, although I love him and he seems to be growing well and he's done a job for most of this season so far, whenever we are caught out, it always tends to be down that right-hand side. And this is looking like a poor episode right now. Once again, I've got to say, it's awful defending in the middle of the field as well, in the middle of the box as well. I think it's John Stones gets nowhere near his man, and we're not. It's just nodded in, and we're 2-0 down. This is absolutely crazy. Come on, can we get out of this now? Come on. Leroy Sané bringing it out. Look at Sterling at the top of the screen. He's got so much space. We've got to run it down the wing as well. It's Sergio Aguero. This should be 2-1 if we play our cards right. Come on, Aguero. Keep on going. Keep on going. Oh, I'll tell you what. We've just about still got that. Laid off one more time. It's De Bruyne. Come on. Back in the game. 2-1 before half-time. Pick up that ball, De Bruyne. No, I can't pick up the ball because Leroy Sané jumped on my back. But before half-time, still 15 minutes to go, we're back in the game. Aguero does really well there. I thought he'd overrun it. Sané flicks it on, and De Bruyne just hammers it in. Come on, let's get back into this. And that's half-time, lads. We started off this half completely on the back foot. We started off the game very, very poorly. Liverpool dominating, but as far as that half went, the longer it went on, the more we came back into the game. And I can honestly say, I think we're a bit unlucky not to go in level, really. We had some really great chances right towards the end of half-time there. But 2-1 down, you can see both very, very close game, actually. Both had 5 shots. We've had 1 extra on target. I said it against Arsenal. I'm going to say it again. I feel like we can get back into this game. My camera, once again, it's that time of the episode, lads, when I record away from home, is about to die. So forgive it when it runs out. But let's jump into the second half, and hopefully we can turn this on its head. I recovered Cruz. I wanted the ball rolling, just didn't do it. Oh, well played, Sterling, using that agility. Come on, Raheem. He's got a foot in, but we're still going with Raheem. He's bundled through. That is exactly what we want to see with Raheem. Use that pace. Knock it back. First time we're back in the game, lads. It's 2-2, and it's Raheem Sterling who proves to be the key man against his former club. Bundles through down that line using that electric pace that he's got in his locker. Cuts it back to Aguero. First time a cross goal, and it is 2-2. We have turned this game on its head. Absolutely fantastic stuff, lads. Come on, Sterling. Showed he can do it once. He's going to take a big touch followed by another big one. Oh my god, that Sterling pace is electric. Go across goal yourself. Tap in. It's 3-2, lads. We've turned this around completely right at the start of the second half. And it's that man that has been so good for us this season. Raheem Sterling, again, at the heart of the attack. His pace is simply incredible, lads. Absolutely burns down the line into the space. Again, this actually not again because I went for the shot this time, but thankfully it falls to that main man Sergio Aguero, who clean up in aisle 5, please. And we are now 3-2 up, and we have definitely now turned the game on its head, because I mentioned that before and we hadn't. We've just brought it back level. 3-2 up though. Fantastic stuff for Sterling. David Silva, can we drop back? We can. It's great play. We've got a man on the edge as well. We're going to crack this. Oh, it's gone in! Did that take a deflection? I'm not sure what happened there, but it's Fernandinho with, I think, his first touch since he's come off the bench to hammer it in. Did it take a deflection? Silva does well to drop the shoulder. Picks out Fernandinho here. I can't tell from that angle. Did that take a deflection or not? I'm not sure at all. Here's the angle we'll want to see. Oh, I think it did, you know. I can't tell if it went straight through the defender's legs or took a small deflection on the way. Either way, we don't care. 4-2 up. That should seal the points. And what a turnaround here at Anfield. Fantastic stuff from the lads. It's cut inside. Let's not make it 4-3. No. Oh, they've got one in the 90th minute. It's going to be game over anyway. And I think this just confirms once again, although we are fantastic going forward, we have still 100% got some frailties at the back. Bravo does okay, but it's not a fantastic save. Doesn't really clear the danger. It's followed up on by Roberto Firmino through Bravo's legs, actually, by the looks of it from that angle. 4-3. We've still got work to do at the back, but this should be 3 points in the locker, and hopefully we can extend our lead at the top of the table. But like I say, defensive frailty is still there for all to be seen. There it is, lads. The 4-time whistle is blown immediately after we kick off for that Liverpool goal. And as I've just mentioned, fantastic 3 points, but the defensive frailties are still a little bit of a worry. Hopefully, that won't cost us too much as far as the league goes. I mean, it showed itself against Arsenal, particularly down Angelino's side. And it did the same again in this game. But 3 points at Anfield, that's fantastic stuff. A thrilling game. Let's have a look at where that leaves us at the end of this episode in the league, lads. So that is going to wrap up today's episode, lads. Here's the league table just to finish things off. You can see we're bang on the halfway mark of the season. 19 games played, and we're 5 points clear of Everton in second place. I think we started off the episode 6 points clear, so technically we've lost a point in that regard, but still, it's all looking pretty decent. We just need to tighten up at the back a little bit, and I think we'll be just fine. One more thing I need to mention actually before we end this episode. Interesting point. Bravo has been okay, but he's not been exceptional, and we've actually had the return today from loan of the goalkeeper Rulli, who's rated 82 and he's a lot younger. Should we trial him in the next game against Burnley, see how he does? Let me know in the comments down below, and also don't forget to vote in the straw poll to see what striker you want to see us bring in, or if you don't want a striker bringing in at all that'll be in the description down below, so make sure to check that out. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up on the video if you have enjoyed it, lads, and I will speak to you all in the next one tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your night, lads. Nidge out.
Yo, he's Nidge, plays with big games and player reviews are getting insane. He entertains while he elevates, his video quality resonates. On career mode, he got lots of vids uploading off and he's rocking it. He's got the confidence in all his commentaries. Videos range, they often vary. Got need for speed and a road to glory. Just watching vids and you know the story. The content is underrated, I'm understating, so don't ignore the like and subscribe button to support the channel that keeps running. It takes 1 second, like it's free, it costs nothing. Peace.